The annual National Budget hearing is the creation of the 8th National Assembly, where government officials, civil society organizations and interest groups are brought in to make inputs into the national budget. This is another budget hearing, the last one in the 8th Assembly, and a time for stock-taking of the budget process in the last 4 years.
This hearing offers us, as representatives of the people, a duty to hear the people's perspective on the proposed distribution of our common wealth.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives is not happy with the national budget presented by the executive in the last few years.
Over the years, the main problem with our budget as submitted by the executive has been that it does not reflect national values and priorities. The budget more often than not only reflects the values and priorities of those who help in crafting it. It is very painful that for some years now, our budget process has been an exercise in either or a combination of audacious optimism and of hypocrisy, involving key actors putting together a budget that they fully know would at best be implemented 45%, which by all standards is below average.
While the Speaker is a strong critic of the federal government's budget performance, which he says is below average, the Minister of Finance argues that the performance is not that appalling. But she admits that Nigeria has significant revenue challenges and explains how the federal government is confronting this problem.
It is not a very bad performance, considering the fact that the capital budget only became operational after the budget was signed into law in June. We plan to grow revenues by implementing new taxes, broadening the tax base and enabling strategic investments that will spur economic growth. We also are continuously working to broaden the tax base, to expand and improve the value-added tax VAT performance.
Moving beyond the blame game between the executive and the National Assembly over who is to blame for the persistent late passage of the budget, what is important is that Nigeria gets a working budget which meets the aspirations of the people as soon as possible. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.